Hey friends, Cassie here. Welcome back to my channel, homemakingwithoutfear.com. I am headed out to pick some pears. I had a friend reach out to me and say, hey, I've got too many. Do you want some? And I said, yes, I do. So I'm going to go pick some pears. I have a couple errands on the way. I'm just going to bring you along. And there may be a antique sale on the way. Maybe. Get a grocery order once a month from Azure Standard, and today was grocery pickup day.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane, and as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. Something in the air and a sparkly shimmer.
Groceries? Check. I have a cousin that owns a beautiful little thrift antique shop in town, and I could not resist but to swing by really quick on my way.
Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand.
I was able to pick up a few beautiful pieces for our new home, and I've been looking for a hutch just like this one.
We lose track of time, head up high, now we climb. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Scale the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy.
This beautiful print had to come home with me, along with a few other beautiful treasures. Thanks, Kim.
Beyond gravel, beyond all.
With the big kids dropped off at a birthday party, it's just me and baby Gracie to pick some pears.
You're like a river in the dark. You stare me right, you lit the spark, and I can feel you tearing down every wall. Come one, come all. You're like an early morning breeze. Your soft red lips and gentle tease. You must have been sent just for me. Come one, come all. Just when I need You're mesmerizing, hypnotizing. My eyes are set on you.
The afternoon light was perfect. I couldn't resist but take a few beautiful photos.
Through the fields of young romance, and under blue skies with an...
And then it's back home to get ready for dinner. Tonight I am making a pear chicken skillet inspired by a recipe from Pinterest. I'll share the link in the video description. And also a fall harvest fruit crisp. This recipe is on the blog. You can follow the link in the description and get your printable recipe.
You lift me up till we levitate. You're mesmerizing, hypnotizing. My eyes are set on you.
That was a lot of pears to slice, but after that I started in on my fruit crisp. I put brown sugar, a little bit of all-purpose flour, cinnamon, vanilla, and some lemon juice into my fruit and mixed it well for the filling. I set that aside and started my crumble crisp topping. Again, this full printable recipe is over on the blog, homemakingwithoutfear.com. This is my favorite crisp recipe. You can make this with all kinds of different fruit. My favorite is strawberry rhubarb. To start the topping, I combine butter, flour, oats with brown sugar, a little baking powder, salt, and cinnamon. Wouldn't you agree that clean fingers are a home cook's best tool? Cleanup is never ending, but cleaning up as you go is definitely a signature move and a secret weapon for the homemaker. Fruit filling really bakes down in this crisp. I definitely could have added a little bit more, but it still turned out really beautiful and yummy. While the crisp was baking, I started on dinner prep, making crispy oven potatoes to go along with the pear chicken skillet. This recipe is so easy. Potatoes on a parchment-lined sheet pan, drizzle of olive oil, salt and pepper, into the oven at 350 to 400 degrees, roast for 40 minutes. They're delicious.
You're like a river in the dark.
With my Azure Standard order, I get frozen chicken breast. So I decided to use chicken instead of pork chops in this Pear Skillet recipe. I seasoned and put chicken breast in a skillet.
You're like an early morning breeze.
I let them brown on both sides. And remove them from the pan. Put them on a plate and set them to the side. I then deglazed my pan with white wine and added a big bunch of butter. Garlic goes in. You could definitely add chopped onion, but my husband's not a big fan, so I usually skip it. I just gave this a stir and let it simmer and cook down before I added my chopped pears and seasonings. Rosemary, sage, thyme are all great options. Chicken broth goes in to let simmer and cook down. I gave my potatoes a flip halfway through the roasting process and put them back in the oven. Meanwhile, I tasted and salted and seasoned the sauce and added my chicken breast back to the simmering process. Now you could totally finish this recipe with the blue cheese and balsamic vinegar that it calls for, but I was a little ahead of schedule and my chicken breasts were not completely thawed out, so I decided to cover them with foil and pop them in the oven with the potatoes to finish cooking. A drizzle of balsamic vinegar, blue cheese, and because I love cheese, I couldn't resist adding Parmesan to this dish. I popped it back into the oven to stay warm and let the cheese melt.
You said sail and navigate when I need you.
This was so good. I served it with sauerkraut, crispy potatoes. I highly recommend this recipe. It is such a hearty, filling, and delicious fall meal. Now I know we have Pear Harvest Fruit Crisp, warm and ready for dessert, but I could not resist but to make a little bit of homemade ice cream. It's really easy, and man, is it good. Hey friend, I want to thank you so much for spending your time with me today. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos. There's new videos coming out every week. I'd love to have you. If you really like these types of day in the life videos, give me a thumbs up. I'd love for you to leave me a comment below, and I'll see you next week.